Do you like Baldur's Gate 3? Do you like hitting things? Would you like to attack 9 times every turn? Well, have I got the build for you. Hello dear viewer and welcome to Baldur's Gate 3. In this video, I'm going to show you two builds. First, I'm going to show you a simple build which gives you, I don't know, resistance to everything. This build is going to give you resistances to, let's count them, cold, fire, lightning, thunder, poison, and any physical attacks you receive. And the second build I'm going to show you is a build that lets you attack 9 times every turn. Not the first turn, not the Nova turn, not a turn, every turn. Okay, so as the game loads, I'm just going to explain to you how this 9 attack thing's going to work, okay? So, as you might know if you've played Baldur's Gate 3, every martial class gets an extra attack at level 5. But the description of extra attack states that it cannot be stacked with other extra attacks. But, second one, there is an exception, and that exception is Warlock's Pact of the Blade. The explanation is simple. Pact of the Blade states that you bind your weapon as your pact weapon, you make your attacks with your charisma modifier, and you make an extra attack when you're level 5 and above. How this works is different than extra attacks of martial classes. For one, this is a kind of an ability or a modifier you attach to your weapon, and when you bind your weapon as your pact weapon, it gets a nice little thing saying pact weapon, which gives the extra attack to the weapon, not your character. That makes it so that you can make 3 attacks per action every turn. Here we are in the sewers. We have Jahira at our side because we're doing some quests, but I'm not going to continue with the story. I'm just going to travel to camp and show you how this works. No spoilers, don't worry about it, it's all fine. Okay, what we have right here is Brina Brightstone. She is a hireling you can hire from the get-go. In Act 1, you can find Withers, and as soon as you find him, you have the options to hire hirelings.
Very well.
When you're hiring a hireling, you can just choose any hireling, preferably the halfling, because they reroll natural ones. But like I said, you can hire anyone. Right here, I have Brina. What you want to do is go to the Withers with her and respec her to be a wizard and rogue. What you want is a alchemy wizard, which makes it so that when you're making potions, you're gonna roll a medicine check, and if you succeed, you create double the potions and elixirs you were making. And as you can see, you can go to alchemy, and let's say I'm going to make elixir of viciousness. As you can see, we did a medicine check, and just because we are a wizard, we can choose a proficiency in medicine, which gives us +2, I believe, at the beginning, and we take a single level of rogue that gives us expertise. Yes, it gives us expertise, which doubles our proficiency, which is in this level 3, so we get 6. And with her at your side, you can just create double the elixirs and potions you would make. And as a bonus, you get this Transmuter Stone ability, which you can use to grant a resistance to anyone you want. I'm currently using it as a movement speed increase for Karlach, which is really useful, but with this build I'm going, you're gonna need it. How do you get resistances to everything? It's kind of simple, really. In Act 1, there is a quest for Adamantine Forge, and when you get to that Adamantine Forge, there are many of blueprints there. You can make an Adamantine medium armor, you can make an Adamantine splint armor, this one. You can make Adamantine mace, Adamantine shield, Adamantine, I believe, sword, many things. But you can make only 2 of them. So what you want to do is make an Adamantine heavy armor. This is going to reduce all incoming damage by 2 and give you 18 armor class. You're going to equip this on someone that has heavy armor proficiency. I have heavy armor proficiency because I'm a ranger 1. Coincidentally, ranger is required to get all the resistances. So what you want to do is take a single level of ranger, and you wanna take ranger knight, and you wanna take wasteland wanderer cold. Why wasteland wanderer cold? Because it gives you cold resistance. And within that Adamantine Forge quest, again at Act 1, you get this nice helmet which gives you fire resistance. So yes, you take a single level of ranger, you take wasteland wanderer cold, you continue with Adamantine Forge questline at Act 1, you get this helmet that gives you fire resistance. That is 2 resistances done. Then what you want to take is a couple of sorcerer, specifically thunder sorcerer. So at level 5 or 6, this sorcerer subclass gives you resistances to lightning and thunder. You could have a high level ranger give you like poison resistance, because at level 5 rangers can give you poison resistance until you take a long rest. And what you want to do is wear this heavy armor, and at level 4 you're gonna take heavy armor master. You have heavy armor proficiency from ranger knight, which unlocks the heavy armor master feat. Heavy armor master reduces incoming damage by further 3. So coupled with adamantine splint armor, any physical attacks made against you gets reduced by 5. That is a lot of damage reduction. With that being said, let's get into the meat and bones of... let's get back into why you're here. So I currently have Karlach in a pure barbarian build, like basically running an inferior version of this build I'm going to show you, but she still decimates the enemies. Let's get this started. So for starters, we're going to take 5 levels of any martial class. You could go with fighter, you could go with a ranger, paladin, or barbarian. I highly recommend going barbarian, because you're going to see why just in a second. What you want to do is actually maximize your charisma. You don't need any feats for this build to be online, and I'm currently running a mod that gives me feats every level, so don't be startled by it. We don't need any feats, okay? I'm just going to select ability improvements or any feats that we don't need. Right here at level 3 we get our barbarian subclass. What we want here is a wild heart, tiger heart barbarian. Tiger Heart is a very slept on subclass because it is very overpowered. You're gonna see why in just a second. As feats, I'm just going to select irrelevant ability improvements just because we don't need them. At level 4, you would get your first feat, and what you want here is obviously Great Weapon Master. It's just a given. Okay, 10 extra damage is frankly insane when you're making 9 attacks. When you're going level 6, I forgot to say, at level 5 we got our extra attack. So at level 6 we're just going to switch up and pick up Warlock. We're just going to pick up Warlock and you could get Fiend. Fiend is really useful because we're going to kill a lot of people. And that 5 temporary hit points is going to get refreshed every turn. Trust me, it's going to be useful. So as cantrips, we obviously going to get Eldritch Blast, and I would recommend Minor Illusion, just for that out of combat utility. For spells, I'm going to get Hell's Rebuke because it's a reaction. It doesn't require any action or bonus action to cast. And then I might get Armor of Agathis. I might get Command. They might be useful. Hex is useful, but we're not going to use it at all. So pick your favorite. At level 7, we are a Warlock 2, which we get Eldritch Invocation, which we get like Repelling Blast, Agonizing Blast, and all these useful stuff. You just pick your favorite, and again, pick any spell you want. We're not going to use them. We just want Warlock for the extra attack. At level 8, we get our Pact Boon. We're obviously going to get Pact of the Blade. Here we are at level 10. Your Pact Weapon gets an extra attack. And with that, our build is complete. You don't even need to get these extra 2 levels of level 11 and 12. Your build is completely online right now. Just come here, you just equip your weapon, you just say bind Pact Weapon. Now you get 3 attacks with that weapon. So one thing I forgot to mention is this build requires Elixir of Bloodlust. When we drink an Elixir of Bloodlust, if we get a kill, that turn we get an extra action. So what we need to do is pretend we're in a fight right now. These are all enemies and we just started the fight. What we need to do is we click our resident spellcaster. We cast haste on our barbarian. We have our pact weapon. So, and we have our elixir of bloodlust, and we just start a fight. What you're seeing here is a Karlach that can hit 3 times per action, that has 2 actions and 1 action on the road. She can rage, and when she's raging, she can cleave for every attack. It is beautiful. And the thing about reckless attack is that you can use it while cleaving. Look at this. Well, she didn't even need it. So that was 1 attack. That was a cleave. Hit 3 people. So what you want to do here is just position yourself so that you hit both of these people. So this is the second attack. Third attack. Well, you can use reckless attack to gain advantage on your cleave. It's beautiful. That's the third attack. Let's have a fourth. They're still alive. Let's have a fifth. Let's have a sixth. And you know what? These people are a little bit bunched up here. Let's get... Oh shit. Okay, we're back up. And we're ready to swing. Let's count them, shall we? First attack. Second attack. That only hit one of them. Third cleave attack. Fourth cleave attack. Fifth cleave attack. And the sixth one. Trust me, they won't see this coming. A seventh attack. Oh shit. They surely won't expect an eighth one. And if we had movement, we could have attacked the ninth time. You know, we could just do this as our 9 attack. And just to show that we can attack 10 times in a turn, we're just gonna attack this alchemist NPC, Burina, sorry. And that was our 10th attack. Okay, that was funny as fuck. Using our 10th attack this turn to just strike down our ally. You obviously need to be level 10 to see the final potential of this build, but even if you're level 5, you get 2 attacks per action and you still get 3 actions. I mean, you just have 6 attacks. 6 attacks is still 6 attacks. I mean, let's just face it. 9 attacks every turn is busted. 9 attacks every turn with advantage is just plain old stupid. 9 attacks every turn with advantage plus every attack being a cleave that can hit 3 people at the same time is just broken. You have to face it, it's broken. There you have it. Like the video, subscribe, and see you next time when what do I do next? Oh, I know. Who am I kidding? I don't know. See you next time. Around like 2 months later.